Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, ready to bring you game number 91 of the All-Time Greats Tournament. This is a tournament where we play the best of series of three between teams that are representative of each baseball organization, pre-war and post-war. Usually the teams are the team with the highest regular season winning percentage. And we've also included the best teams of the National Leagues and American League of the Negro Leagues. So this series is the 1938 Homestead Grays and the 1912 Boston Red Sox. Let's meet some of the Homestead Grays who played out of Pittsburgh, Forbes Field, and Greenlee Field. You have Jerry Benjamin, who led off and was very fast. He actually tied Cole Papa Bell one year in stolen bases. Jelly Jackson, a good fielding shortstop, who was also fast on the base paths. Matt Carlisle, an outstanding Negro League second baseman for 17 years. And then the team was led by the Thunder Twins, Josh Gibson, who many consider to be the Black Babe Ruth catcher, and Buck Leonard, first baseman, who many consider to be the Black Lou Gehrig. Buck Leonard had a 341 lifetime batting average and a 378 lifetime average, hitting against the white major league teams in the barnstorming games. Their pitching was led by Ray Brown, who could also hit and played in the outfield in games he didn't pitch, and also today's pitcher, Roy Partlow. Pull up a chair, join me as we play the 38 Homestead Grays and the 1912 Boston Red Sox. All right, the visiting Boston Red Sox will hit first. Roy Partlow has completed his warm-up tosses, and Harry Hooper steps into the box. Here's the windup, and let's play ball. 54 is a fly ball to right field, and that is caught by Ray Brown. One away. Duffy Lewis, the left fielder for the Red Sox, with the pitch from Partlow, 32, is a 26. That's a ground out to second base. Fielded there by Matt Carlisle. The throw to first. 2 outs. The Homestead Grays are fielding column 1. Red Sox fielding column 2. And we're using straight up basic Apba. I don't have the steel ratings for the Homestead Grays. Here is Tris Speaker. 55 is an 8. That's going to be a base hit for Tris Speaker. And Speaker is having a great tournament. He comes into the game hitting 6 for 12, so he's now 7 for 13. There are 2 outs. Larry Gardner, hard-hitting third baseman for the Red Sox. 64 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Partlow does not have a control modifier. He has a Y strikeout modifier. First and second, Boston with 2 down. And the player manager of the Red Sox, Jake Stahl, comes to bat. 31 is a 8 against the C. That's going to be a single over short. The runner goes, Speaker will score. Gardner goes to third. And Jake Stahl has the Red Sox on the board right away, 1-0. First and third, Boston. Gardner's at third. Stahl is at first. Here is the shortstop, Heine Wagner. 54 is a fly ball to right field. That's caught by Ray Brown. That concludes the first inning. But the Red Sox are on the board. 1-0. Homestead Grays coming to bat. All right. Ray Collins completes his warm-up tosses for the Red Sox. Let's tell you a little bit about him. He's 6'1", left-handed pitcher, 13-8, 2.53 earned run average. He had 3 years where he led the American League in fewest walks. Missed the first 2 months of the 1912 season with a knee injury, but came back as they completed Fenway Park and pitched well for Boston. By 1914, he was their ace pitcher on the staff. Here's the pitch to Jerry Benjamin, leading off for the Homestead Grays. 43 is a ground ball back to Collins. Quick throw to first, 1 away. Vic Harris, who is the player manager of the Homestead Grays. 53 is a 17, fielding column 2. That's going to be a single for Vic Harris. Fast runner at first, 1 down. And now what many call the Black Babe Ruth, Josh Gibson. Here's the stretch and the pitch from Ray Collins. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Harry Hooper, a very fine defensive outfielder, is under it, makes the catch. And now Buck Leonard, the first baseman of the Homestead Grays, with 2 outs and a runner on first. 54 is a fly out to Hooper and left. That's 3 outs. We go to the top of the second inning. The Red Sox 1 and the Grays 0. Bill Kerrigan will lead off for the Red Sox. 23 is a 26. That's going to be a ground ball to Matt Carlisle at second base. Throws the first, 1 away. Steve Yerkes, second baseman. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base, Matt Carlisle. Scoops it up and throws the first. That's 2 down. Now the pitcher, Ray Collins. 46 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Boston 1. Homestead Grays 0. All right, on the bottom of the second, the Homestead Grays will have Henry Spearman, Ray Brown, and Matt Carlisle. Here's the pitch to Henry Spearman. This game is being played at Forbes Field. There was some question about where they played in 1938. Wikipedia did not list Greenleaf Field as their home stadium. They listed they had them playing at Forbes Field. And Seamheb said they played at Greenleaf Field. So I think the truth is they played probably in both locations. I'm just not sure. I'd have to have, maybe if I had a subscription, I don't have it anymore, but to newspapers.com, I'd be able to figure that out. Here's the pitch to Henry Spearman. 56 is a base on balls. Spearman was a 380 hitter in 1938 in league play. Collins normally has good control. He's let the leadoff hitter walk to first base. So here is Ray Brown, normally the best pitcher on the team, but he's also a decent hitter and decent outfielder. Here's the pitch to Ray Brown. 61 is a 36 wild pitch that sends Spearman the second. He'll be in scoring position with nobody out. Here's the ball 1 pitch to Ray Brown. 62 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Collins comes back to get the strikeout. Here is second baseman Matt Carlisle. 52 is a 27, fielding column 2. That's a Y, strike 3. Matt Carlisle goes back to the dugout. Now, Jelly Jackson, the shortstop, 8th place hitter in the lineup. 25 is a 10 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Larry Gardner has it, throws the first, 3 outs. Go to the top of the third inning. Boston 1, Homestead Grays 0. Top of the Red Sox order, we have Harry Hooper, Duffy Lewis, and Tris Speaker. 1-3 is a 14. It's a ball 4 to Harry Hooper. Fast runner at first, Duffy Lewis. Does not have the extra 31 on his card. He will swing away. 61 is a 40. And the runner is out stealing. When I play basic stealing rules, I give the catcher a chance to throw out. So on the automatic steals, we still have a throw, and on the runner out stealings, we still have a throw. The catcher, Kerrigan, for Boston is a rated 8, so 11 through 23, he'll be out. 21, he is out. So Lewis, being a right-handed hitter, second baseman takes the throw. 1 away. Base is clear. Duffy Lewis is still up there. Oh, that's not Kerrigan. Catcher was Josh Gibson, who is actually he's a 9, so 11 through 26 still thrown out. So 22, the roll for Duffy Lewis. That's going to be a base hit. Duffy Lewis, average speed at first base. Here's Tris Speaker. 383 hitter in 1912. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Vic Harris is under it. Makes the catch for the second out. Here is Larry Gardner. Gardner came into the day 4 for 13 with a triple-double and 2 RBIs. 46 is going to be a ground ball back to Partlow. Throws the first. 3 outs. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Boston. Roy Partlow will lead off for the Homestead Grays. As a pitcher, he hit .243 in 1938. Here's the pitch from Ray Collins. 61 is a fly ball to right field. And that's caught by Harry Hooper for the first out. Jerry Benjamin. 41 is ground ball to shortstop, taken by Wagner, and he throws the first. 2 outs. Here's Vic Harris. 1-3 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first with 2 down, and now Josh Gibson. I'd rather have him come up with nobody on base. Ray Collins will deal carefully to Josh Gibson. Here's the pitch. 24 is a 38, ball 1. .65 is popped up to the catcher. Bill Kerrigan's under it and makes the catch. Go to the bottom of, that's the end of the bottom of the third. Gray Strand 1. Top of the fourth we go. 1-0 Red Sox. Jake Stahl will lead off the top of the fourth inning. He is a player manager, a powerful hitter at first base for the Red Sox. He was on the 1903 Red Sox World Series team, but didn't get to play in the World Series. I think he was a rookie that year and was a backup catcher at that point. His father was Stahl was born in 1879, Elkhart, Indiana, or Illinois. And and his father was a frontline Union veteran in the Civil War who participated in the Battle of Shiloh. Here's the pitch to Jake Stahl. 53 is a 19, fielding column 1. That's going to be an error on Henry Spearman, the third baseman for the Grays. Jake Stahl's at first, average speed. Charlie Wagner. .34 is a fly ball to center field. Jerry Benjamin is under it and makes the catch, 1 away. Catcher Bill Kerrigan. 25 is a 10 against the C. That's going to be a single right center. And the base runner goes to third. And Kerrigan steals second on the first pitch. We'll see if he's thrown out by Josh Gibson. 11 through 26, he'll be out. 22, Gibson nails him, and he is out 2-4. Caught stealing. 2 outs and a runner at third. 252 hitter, Steve Yerkes comes up. 2 away. They might walk intentionally Yerkes. First and third, Boston. And now the pitcher, Ray Collins. Infield with 2 outs playing back. 1-5 is a 9 against the C. That's going to be a single over shortstop. Stahl scores, and Yerkes goes to third. RBI signal by Ray Collins helping his own cause makes it 2-0 Boston. Walking the 8th place hitter strategy backfires here. Here is Harry Hooper. 64 is a 40. Runner out stealing home. And the other runner goes to second, or since that's the third out, doesn't matter. He goes to second. So Yerkes is out. 2 put out, stealing home. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Red Sox. Leonard is due to lead off for the Homestead Grays. They're down by 2 in the 4th. Here's the pitch from Collins. Let's get his card up there. 24 is the roll. That's a 37. Strike 1. One 5 is a base hit for Buck Leonard. Average speed at first. Here is Henry Spearman. Walked his first time up. Went to second on a wild pitch. 42 is a 2 balls and no strikes. He has a Z modifier. .32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground out to second base, who goes the short way, retires Leonard. 4-6. Spearman's on field with a fielder's choice. 1 down. Here's Ray Brown. 31 is a 9. That's going to be a infield hit for Ray Brown. First and second for the Grays. 1 away. And Matt Carlisle. Here's a stretch and a pitch from Collins. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a batter safe at first, runner out second. The other goes to third. So 6-4, fielder's choice. Brown's out. Spearman's at third. Jelly Jackson. First and third, there's 2 down. Not a strong hitting shortstop. About the same as Partlow. They're going to pitch to Jelly Jackson. Infield back with 2 outs. 45 is a walk. Loading the bases. Carlisle goes to second. Jackson's at first. Spearman at third. And the pitcher, Roy Partlow, with a chance to get his team on the board. Can Roy Partlow put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch from Ray Collins. 33 is a 8. Gets the B. That's going to be a fly ball. Nope, it's 2 outs. It's a strikeout. A lot of excitement there on that 33 roll. Didn't pan out. It's a strikeout. So we go to the top of the 5th. Red Sox 2, Homestead Grays 0. Harry Hooper leads off for Boston. 46 is a swing and miss for strike 3. 1 down. Duffy Lewis. 43 is a ground ball back to Partlow. Throws the first. That's 2 away. 2 quick outs, and now here is Chris Speaker. Pop out to the catcher. Josh Gibson's got it. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the 5th. We go last of the 5th. Boston 2, Homestead Grays 0. Homestead Grays played in the Pittsburgh area. Homestead was part of the Pittsburgh metropolitan community. But in 1940, they started playing some games in Washington, D.C., and by 1943, they played about 2/3 of their game in Washington, D.C. So you see around on the National Stadium in Washington, some of the Homestead Grays in the Ring of Honor, and I know there's a statue of Josh Gibson there. Here's the pitch to Jerry Benjamin leading off for the Homestead Grays. 61 is a 40. That's a foul ball. Strike 1. 1-5 is a base hit for Jerry Benjamin, and he will steal second if he's not thrown out. Catcher Kerrigan's an 8. 11 through 23, he'll be out. And he is safe. So Benjamin's at second. Nobody out. Vic Harris. Harris will swing away. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a line drive to second base. Caught by Steve Yerkes. 1 down. Not happy that he didn't move the runner. There's Josh Gibson, whose big bat could make that immaterial anyway. Here's the pitch to Gibson. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to shortstop. The runner must hold. Gibson's 0 for 3 today. 2 outs. 4 for 10 for Gibson in the series. The tournament, he has 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Here's Buck Leonard, who comes into the game 2 for 8 with a double and 2 RBIs. He's 3 for 9 now, hitting .333. Here's the pitch to Buck Leonard. 64 is a 9 against the B pitcher. That's going to be a single, and the runner scores. And that puts the Homestead Grays on the board. Boston 2, Homestead 1. Henry Spearman. It's 2 outs. 51 is an 8. It's going to be a ground ball to Larry Gardner at third base to throw to first. 3 away. But Homestead Grays get on the board. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Boston 2, Homestead 1. Roy Partlow comes back to the mound to pitch the 6th inning for the Homestead Grays. He was also signed by Branch Rickey into the Dodger organization, and he played with the Montreal Royals. He never made it to the major leagues. He was on the tail end of his career. By the time he went to the Dodgers organization, he was about 34 years old. And but he went back to, when he didn't make it to the Dodgers, he went back to the Homestead Grays, pitched for 4 more years, and he came up with the Cincinnati Negro League team, the Cincinnati Tigers. Here's the pitch from Partlow to Larry Gardner. 64 is a base on balls. Gardner takes a free stroll to first base. Fast runner. Here is Jake Stahl, the first baseman. One, two is a 25. That's going to be a ground ball to second base, who flips to short and over to first. 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs. And now Charlie Wagner. Roy Partlow was known as Silent Roy. Here's the pitch. 32 is a 26. That's a ground out to second base. Matt Carlisle with a play, 4-3. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox are up by 1. All right, Ray Brown leads off the bottom of the 6th for the Homestead Grays. He's playing in the outfield today. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. And that's taken by Wagner. 1 away. Matt Carlisle, the second baseman. 31 is a single over shortstop for Matt Carlisle. He's 1 for 3 today. Fast runner at first. Now Jelly Jackson. We're going to start the runner. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 53 is an 18. It's out at first, 6-3. But Carlisle goes to second. It's in scoring position with 2 outs. Here's the pitcher, Roy Partlow, decent hitting pitcher. Collins in the stretch. Here's the pitch. 56 is a 34. Pop out to second base. 3 outs. We go to the 7th inning. Boston 2, Homestead Grays 1. Bill Kerrigan will lead off for the Red Sox. Rough and ready Kerrigan, catcher. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop. 1 away. Boston has only 4 hits on the day. Roy Partlow has been difficult. Here is Steve Yerkes. 51 is a pop out to third base. Caught by Spearman, and that's 2 outs. Here's the pitcher, Collins. 45 is a walk. Harry Hooper. Hooper is 0 for 2 today. Flied out and struck out. 32 is a ground ball to second base. Go the short way. That's 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is the Boston Red Sox 2, Homestead Grays 1. Jerry Benjamin leads off for the Grays. 54 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Harry Hooper, 1 down. Vic Harris, player manager. 31 is a single by Vic Harris. He is 2 for 4. Fast runner at first. And now Josh Gibson. Collins will work carefully. Here's the pitch to Gibson. 34 is a fly ball to center field. That's catchable by Tris Speaker. 1 down. Buck Harris comes up now with 2 outs. Runner for Buck Leonard with 2 outs and Vic Harris at first base. Here's the pitch to Buck Leonard. 46 is a 12. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. They get Harris at second, 4-6. That's the end of the seventh inning. We go to the top of the eighth. Boston still leads by 1. Each pitcher is past the point of weakness, and they have 1 mark against them. If they get 2 more, their pitching grade will go down. Duffy Lewis leads off the top of the eighth for the Red Sox. Partlow is still out there for the Homestead Grays. 21 is the roll. That's a fly ball to left field. Vic Harris is under it and makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Tris Speaker. 21 is a fly ball to center field. Jerry Benjamin makes that play. 2 down, and now Larry Gardner. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Larry Gardner. Chance to get the game's first extra base hit. 1-5 is a 2 that's going to be a triple to left center field for Larry Gardner. Two outs. Jake Stahl. Infield course play back. There's the pitch to Stahl. 35 is a 9. He gets a C. That's going to be a fly out to center field. So Gardner is stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Boston's leading 2-1. Henry Spearman set the lead off the bottom of the eighth for the Homestead Grays. He had 3 brothers who played in the Negro League. Charles, Clyde, and Willie also played in the Negro Leagues. Here's the pitch to Henry Spearman. 1-6 is a ground out to shortstop. 1 away. Pitcher outfielder Ray Brown. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground out to second base. Stephen Yerkes throws the first. 2 away. Homestead Grays have had only 5 hits in the game, all singles. Here's the pitch to Matt Carlisle, the second baseman. 63 is a fly ball to center field. And it's safe to say the Grays have not had any dice rolls in this game. Roy Partlow comes back to pitch the ninth. Homestead Grays trail by 1. Charlie Wagner leads off the ninth for Boston. He's 4 for 12 in the tournament. Here's the pitch to Wagner. 32 is going to be a ground ball to second base. Matt Carlisle is up with it and throws the first. 1 down. Here's Bill Kerrigan. 43 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, Partlow. 2 outs. And now Steve Yerkes, excuse me. 23 is a Y. That's a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the ninth. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Boston 2, Homestead Grays 1. All right, Jelly Jackson leads off for the Homestead Grays. They're at the bottom of their order for the ninth inning. Ray Collins has only had 1 mark against his point of fatigue, so he's in pretty good shape here in the ninth inning. Here's the pitch to Jelly Jackson. 36 is a pop out to shortstop or Y. He has the Y, so it's a strikeout for Jelly Jackson. Goes back to the dugout. Roy Partlow. He's a good hitting pitcher. He's going to go ahead and swing away. 56 is a 34. That's a Y. Strikeout. And Ray Collins is finishing this game strong. He's got 1 more out to get, and he's got the Red Sox on top in this series. Jerry Benjamin, very fast center fielder for the Homestead Grays. 1 for 4, stolen base, and scored a run. Here's the pitch. 1-6 is a 28. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. Wagner's got it, throws the first. That's the final out of the ball game. Boston Red Sox 2, Homestead Grays 1. We'll be back with a wrap-up. All right, the Boston Red Sox scored 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. The Homestead Grays scored 1 run on 7 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Ray Collins, who went the distance, gave up 1 earned run, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Roy Partlow was the loser. He also pitched a complete game and allowed 1 earned run and 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 4 walks. The difference of the game was the error by Henry Spearman in the 4th inning, allowing Jake Stahl to reach and score the game-winning run in today's game. Star of the game is pitcher Ray Collins, who we just finished talking about. And tomorrow, Smokey Joe Wood will be going for the Red Sox in Fenway Park. He'll be pitching against the ace of the Homestead Grays, Ray Brown. Join us then. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Thanks for watching. Good day and God bless.